Avatar and Roku meet in hallucination dreams and talking with each other. Avatar asks advice and asks advice at Roku. How better to strike back Japanese army? The existential question arrives once again. Roku is Aang in the past life. The soul has migrated, but the personalities are different. Mostly different people, but they are connected by the soul and ethereal body. Your previous life is your previous personality. Different person, different people. Big computers turn to specific software, and the soul that migrates from one incarnation to the next is eternal. Around this time, we find out that the Avatar has been kidnapped by Prince Zuko. He was hiding from the blizzard, but that wasn't enough to escape the pursuit of Appa, Sokka, and Katara. Zuko is disarmed, and they are about to leave him behind, but the Aang shows confirmation. After all, Zuko once saved his life, so now it's only fair to return the favor. Of course, Zuko didn't save Aang out of kindness. It was purely political, since he wanted to capture him himself. But Aang saves Zuko out of genuine compensation. Later in season 2, Zuko will face a deep spiritual and psychological crisis rooted in this moment. Because really, Aang could have left him to die, but he didn't. And that's mercy plants the first seeds to Zuko's change. 1s20ep Zhao kills the moon spirit anyway. His story takes a heavy them. What chaos fall when idiots gain access to dangerous knowledge. Some knowledge must be protected. In the wrong hands, it's like giving a chimpanzee the launch codes to nuclear missiles. 1s20ep Zhao just pressed the button because he could. Why? Because nobody stopped him in time. Sometimes violence is not the answer, but sometimes it's the only answer. If Iroh Azulonson had let 1s20ep Zhao die early in the duel, things might have turned out differently. A full loading an army causes far more damage than a full running a firm. It's society's responsibility not to let fools gain power. Otherwise, you end up with a nuclear disaster. This is not about preferences. It's about survival. Iroh Azulonson tells Princess Yui she can give up her life to restore the moon, since she only lived thanks to the moon spirit's blessing. Yui accepts her fate, sacrifices herself, and balance in restore. The Avatar unites with the spirits of the ocean and the moon, goes full ultimate mode, and wipes all the invasion fleet. Balance returned, but as the Northern Chief points out, it's a Pyrrhic victory. They won, but at a terrible cost. They had avoided war for nearly a century and failed to prepare for it. They were saved only because wise outsiders, Paku, Iroh Azulonson, and the Avatar Aang, stood by them. Nothing more, nothing less. Without them, the Northern tribe would have been wiped out. Zuko and Zhao are dueling. Zhao saying that Zuko Azaison should have accepted defeat rather than side with the enemy, claiming the honor of their glorious nation outweighed Zuko's Azaison personal motives. He blames Zuko for his own failures. Zuko Azaison bothered to argue back, but really, what's the point? Zuko Zhao, 1s20ep Zhao, isn't speaking as a rational man. He's an animal who clawed his way up through brute force. Give such an animal power and you end up with a monkey holding a machine gun. If not for Iroh Azulonson political maneuvers, 1s20ep Zhao would we been dead long ago. At the end, when 1s20ep Zhao is drawing, he refused Zuko Azaison offered hand. He chooses death instead. and frankly grabbing Zuko's Azaison head would not have saved him anyway. Admiral Zhao dies as he lived, stubborn and self-destructive. This moment marks the beginning of Zuko's Azaison transformation. Aang's act of mercy touched him deeply, and now Zuko Azaison himself tries to save Admiral Zhao. Despite the enmity, the rage in him starts to subside. It's the act of princes destined for a great thing. Someone who values the Empire's survival above his own grudge. Own grudge. Grudges. Was the word. And with that, season 1 ends. Ah, yeah, we get one Azuri pussy at the end. Foreshadowing the storm that's coming in season 2.